Hey, my name is Justin Case, and look what I got in the mail. The Motus Mini by Soarchain. I wasn't really sure I was going to do this for a long time, and then someone had an extra one and gave me a reason to do it. So I said, sure, why not? I'll buy it from you and get it because these are back ordered. These are not that easy to get right now. I think they're at least a month, if not 6 to 8 weeks behind. But that said, let's talk about it right now. And do please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to receive more information like this. So if we go online to Soarchain, it does say here, a new centralized application ecosystem for mobility. And basically, in the big purple box here, earn while owning your vehicle. Users can gather data, utilize, and profit from the data from their vehicle using Soarchain's decentralized connectivity application. So I said, well, that's great and all, but I'm already on Dymo. I've got a AutoPi in my car. Is it worth disconnecting that? And what's the benefit? Well, somebody pointed out to me that on Discord, it does say here as part of the testnet Airdrop update. And let me point out when I say that, what that means is they are not up and running live yet on mainnet. They're still on testnet, which means they haven't done the big airdrop yet. And when it came to Dymo, that's when I got the money. So I said, well, that if you want the big money, if you want the big rewards, you got to be there for the airdrop. And it says here, to address shipping delays, we're expanding the testnet airdrop eligibility. Now, all orders placed before the mainnet launch will qualify for the airdrop, ensuring no one misses out due to delivery times. This new addition to the airdrop allocation will not affect the accumulative rewards during testnet. So I figure, yeah, do that. I mean, just here, go into a little bit of the details here. Every Motus Mini produced during the testnet phase will come with a testnet Genesis certificate. Once the mainnet is launched, the base airdrop reward will be distributed to the devices holding the testnet certificate. Plus, you'll continue to earn V2N rewards after the mainnet launch. So, hey, that sounded good to me. Like I said, someone else had a Motus Mini that I could buy from them, and I figured, why not get it up now, get it up and running. I was concerned about getting it up and running, to be honest. But I found this adapter on Amazon, which means it has this cable here. So basically, this part will plug in to the car itself, and I'm going to take the Motus Mini. And, oh, very cute. Looks like a macaroon. I'll take this and pop it on right back there on the back of it. And then I have an extension. And I'm going to take the extension and I'm going to take the AutoPi. And I'm going to I'll still use the regular cable just to make sure it's long enough to get to where I need it to go. But this cable is already plenty long, and just make sure I can jam it where I want it to. And I'll pop those together. There we go. And now I've got it all connected. So I'm just going to hook this into my car, and it's all good to go. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay. So I did just download the app for it. Here it is here. And of course it disappears right when I am about to put it in. So Soarchain. And there it is, Modus, Connect and Drive. So I did download it just a few minutes ago, and I did create my app here, and now it's telling me to register my car. So obviously car data sync is not connected yet, V2 network connection is not connected yet, so I need to register my car and register a Modus device. So it says you can't complete the next steps if you don't have it. Well, I do have it, so I will click next. Make sure your mobile phone is connected to your cellular network. Enable, okay, yeah, I am, okay. Click next. Now I gotta go to the car and plug it in. Okay, let's go to the car and plug it in. Okay, so I'm upside down, but here is my Auto Pi, and there's a nice place that I can shove this up high, which is why I wanted all the cabling, just in case. Make sure I can put it up and get it where I need it. And then the rest is just right here. It's a easy connection, just right there. So again, the Modus is connected, and just, yeah, pop it on. No big deal. So now, I'm just gonna push all the cables that I can out of the way. Okay. Now, I did see it turn red, and it says here, under the steering wheel, a solid red light on the Modus indicates it is correctly connected. I'm gonna turn my car on, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so I want to say clearly that it has been a little while since we started doing this, and after I plugged it into my car, because some of the information here is not right. So to explain that, I'm going back into registration, and we got to this point here where I connected the Motus Mini to my car, and then it said I needed to download this provisioning app in which I needed to choose the phone's personal hotspot from the list of Wi-Fi networks available. And it does say to carefully input your phone's hotspot password because it's critical, or else you have to reset the system. Now, I downloaded the provisioning app, but just to show you, you do that, you open up the app here, and then you click on provisioning device, and it's going to need the QR code from the box. So yeah, you show it that. Then it goes and it finds the device. And then if you read at the top of the screen, it says here, select Wi-Fi network. To continue the setup of the device, please provide your home network's credentials. Not your phone credentials, but your home network's credentials. And unfortunately, as I'm looking through this, even my phone is not listed, which makes it really difficult. So I'm scanning from my phone here, and I just have, there's just too many networks around me. I can't find my network. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just try to figure that out right now. I'm gonna go under settings, and I'm gonna like maximum compatibility and turn family sharing off. And then I'm gonna reload this. It's funny, it finds the Auto Pi, but it doesn't find, oh, there it is, Singularity. That's what I want. So I'm gonna click on oop, that's not it. Click on Singularity. I'm gonna put in my password. I'm going to hit provision. All right. But my point being is, it did say right at the top there that use your home Wi-Fi network. And that's what I first tried to do. Okay, it's been successfully provisioned, so I'm good to go with that, and close up that, and close up that. And now I can say already provisioned, and it said, did you get that sending Wi-Fi credentials? Did you get the confirmation Wi-Fi connection? And I'm going to say yes. Now, it already verified my balance because I've been through this a number of times. That was no problem. But now, yay! Checking Modus device connection, validating Modus device. It has to be the hotspot on your phone. You got to turn it on. You got to make sure it can find it. And now I can finally register it. That was a hassle. In fact, now as we're doing it, it gave that error message. But okay, it's trying to sync. All right. So it's connected. So I believe I'm good to go. Everything is good. But that did take a while, and the reason is, like I said, when you saw it first did tell you you need to pair it with the hotspot on your phone, which makes me wonder, do I need it on all the time? Because I decided to wait a day and test out how the system actually connected, just to give you a little more information. So there it is right there. And yes, it does use the hotspot on your phone in order to connect to the app, which is ridiculous. Why wouldn't it use Bluetooth? That would make the most sense. But as you can see, I can't sync, and it has to sync in order to earn rewards. So I got to go into my personal hotspot. I'm going to turn things off and turn things back on again, and hopefully that will allow it to connect. But sometimes, again, it just won't connect. So I got to shut that off and open it up again, and let's see if it connects. It does take a while, and honestly, I don't want to do this every time. Finally, okay, yay, it connected now. So it's a pain. This, you might not have this issue. I have this issue. Maybe it's because it's an iPhone 13. I don't know, but it's really annoying. Anyway, then you can go under cockpit. You have to have this running time. You have to have your car running in order to mine and earn rewards. So as you can see while I'm driving here, I'm going to go somewhere just down the street a little ways, so you can see that it is pulling data, measuring things like the speed that I'm driving at right now. I think that's kind of interesting, as it does say, you are earning data for your own. You are earning rewards by having your own data here on your driving, and that's kind of cool. I go under wallet, and here you can go to mining rewards, and that's where you can claim your rewards for your driving. But again, you have to be using your car, you have to drive, and that's how you earn rewards. So it's an interesting thing here. I don't drive that much, so I'm going to just drive a little bit, see what I get so far. Honestly, I would give this to my friend who is an Uber driver, because he would probably get a whole bunch of rewards for driving all over the place all day long. But I'm concerned with that, because why would he want this app running with the hotspot in the background all the time? He has to have other apps running to be an Uber driver. So super frustrating. Not as good, in my opinion, as Dymo or as Hivemapper. If at the very least it was Bluetooth, which I'm told they're going to try to switch over to, I think that would be better. But we'll see. We'll see how much I earn with this. Again, the airdrop has not happened. That's the biggest thing for me. I want that airdrop. You know what? While we're doing this, I'm going to claim those rewards. Let's claim those rewards, man. Yeah! Claim some rewards. Anyway, we're still on testnet, not on mainnet. Airdrop hasn't happened, so I am excited for all of those things, and I'll let you know how it goes in future videos. Thanks for watching.